Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel at Peace of Makeover. Today I'm joined by
The Perseverance, guys.
we're going to be checking out the greatest human spoken words. Wow, I really hope this is interesting and I want to know who the greatest human is. So guys, without further ado,
Let's get started.
You know, something must be wrong when almost every single song has sex as its basis. When rap stars get famous after making lyrics that are shameless. When a woman is expected to sleep with a man who doesn't even know what her name is. And when artists are paid to degrade the very women that have made them. To the point they are nothing more than pieces of plastic that we can dispose of once they are no longer attractive. It's sickening and sadistic that this world's become so misogynistic. And you can call me unrealistic, but just listen to the statistics. 7 in 10 men view porn while over 75 million are addicted. 68 million requests a day for pornographic pictures, making 1 in 4 searches sexually related. It's like nobody even knew she existed until she got naked, degraded and abused over and over again just to gain millions of views. It's a shame we've subdued to a definition of beauty which is so misconstrued as we judge each other's looks off of Facebook likes, Instagram pictures to filter off what we really look like. See, we are so obsessed with our outside, we have slowly lost sight of who we really are in real life. I mean, it's sad to see so many teens lose their self-esteem. Looking at these magazines thinking they have to look like what they see. Please, you are worth much more than a 2D image on a screen. You are a living, breathing human being. If only you knew what you really mean. Just look into your history books and begin to read of all the girls in the world who are capable to achieve, and you will surely see with certainty females like Fatima al-Fihri, who opened the first ever university, Rufayda al-Islamiyya, the first nurse to perform surgery, and Aisha bint Abi Bakr, the greatest female scholar in eternity. It's a shame you probably haven't even heard of these great female prodigies. Honestly, we don't need to give up our modesty in order to be successful. For you are worth much more than a commodity that is sexual. You have so much more potential if only you knew your worth. You could be like the greatest of all women to have walked this earth. Like Mary, the mother of Jesus, chosen by Allah to be an example for the believers. A woman who stood strong even when she was abused, falsely accused and ridiculed for things she'd never ever do. So it didn't really matter when there was nobody else beside her, for she knew that God was Ar-Razzaq and her ultimate provider, and she had a trust in Him alone. Just like Asiya, the wife of Fir'aun, a woman who was brave and courageous, stood up for what was right and didn't let anybody change this. A woman who was fearless and laughed in the face of death, for she gave up the riches of this life for a palace in the next. Next up, Khadija, the mother of the believers, a wealthy merchant who had nurtured the Prophet for over 25 years, his first wife, the love of his life, and the mother of his kids. She was the first to believe in him when nobody else ever did. She just is beyond any words that can make you understand. So much so that even Allah sent her His salam. She was grand and Allah assured her, just like her daughter, Fatima, the master of all women in paradise. A woman who would shine so bright she was nicknamed as Zahra, the splendid one with the most generous of hearts. A woman who gave up so much of her food she had no choice but to fast. She would fight on behalf of her father even as a little girl. And such are the examples of the greatest woman in the entire world. And it had nothing to do with how they looked, but for who they truly were. So ignore the standard of success defined by society, when God has said that the best of mankind are those who have piety. regardless of your shape, your color, or your race. For God does not look at your bodies, nor does he look at your face. Rather, he looks towards your heart and checks your faith. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the people say or who they think you are, when you could be like the greatest of all women in the eyes of Allah. The greatest woman.
This was amazing. I love how he's talking about modesty. It's really, really nice. I have it in my mind he's going to call Mary, because Mary was
Definitely.
one of the most virtuous women in the world.
Yeah.
Let me put that out. The only thing I picked out from this video that is kind of like off is him mentioning great women and just basing them about Islam, not general worldwide. Like, it's good to, I know the spoken words are mostly about talk Islam and mostly about Muslim stuff, but I feel like you should have added more from the world in general, non-Muslim or Muslims or non-Christian or Christians or different people. As long as it deals with a woman who is great and have great impact in the world.
Yeah.
Basically, you don't have to be a Muslim woman. But the ladies, for the women who he mentioned right here, they are great women. I feel like you should mention more from outside, because a lot of women outside have really impacted this world. Like Florence Nightingale, she was first nice, so she's a great woman too. And so many others. So this was amazing. I really do enjoy the video. I love how he pointed straight. He deals with statistics. He deals also with facts. He's really a spoken words man, and he was really good at what to do. The effort he added into this video was really impressive. I love the analysis. Like, he was bringing out images and stuff close to him and explaining it in detail. It's really impressive. I really do like that. What do you think?
It was a nice video. I love the fact that he's talking about modesty, because this 21st century, I don't know why people are just basing their mind off of sexual things. I feel there's a lot of things going on in this world. There's a lot of things you can have interest in despite the sexual aspect of life. And I love the fact that he brought out a video about it to talk to young ladies, to make them know that don't identify yourself just by the pictures online, just don't by the ads you see or stuff like that. Just know that there's more to you than just how people perceive you or how people want you to be. You can be yourself, you can dress the way you want to, you can be modest and not do things that other people want and other people classify your modesty as old fashioned. Be you, dress the way you want to do. I don't know how to put it. Just don't let the society corrupt your mind, and don't let the society choose who you should be. But this was a wonderful video. I love the fact he's speaking about modesty, and he's very, very current about things he's saying when he talk about the statistics of the porn, the men stuff and things like that. I would also love for him to make a video talking to the guys themselves, because it's not just about ladies being modest, despite the fact that men are thinking about sexual stuff. It's you also speaking to the men themselves. Let them understand that you identify women just as sexual tools is wrong, and teach them about things they should do, not only telling ladies how they should do. Also, that would be a nice thing to teach men, because things I see online are just teaching women do this, prevent this, stuff like that. No one is telling men that this thing you're doing is wrong, don't do this. You're telling women about how to avoid what men are doing. Speak to them also, and I feel that would also be a nice video. So guys, please let us know what you think about our reaction. Please make sure to like, subscribe and share our videos.
We'll see you guys in the next one.